This is Super Week on 1620 The Zone. Powered by Moose Roofing and OSI Oakland.
Indeed it was.
Indeed it was.
Indeed it was. Super Week presented by Moose Roofing and OSI Oakland. Connor Happer, Josh Hodson back with you on a Friday edition of the Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone and on 1620thezone.com. Josh,
Connor,
the game of great significance is Sunday.
it's happening.
It is happening. It is happening. And we're happy that it's happening.
Whether you want it to or not.
Yeah, you should be excited about it. I'm kind of angry at the people now. I'm like, you guys need to put away your feelings. Enjoy the fact that there's one more football game. Enjoy the fact that the best two teams are here. Dive into all the matchups, all the things, and maybe even find a way to profit off of the fact that there is a Super Bowl this weekend.
Interesting.
There's I see with a football game, Josh, I see opportunity. Other people say, "Where the Chiefs are in it again? Where? I can't believe it. Where did I put that now? There it is.
I can't believe it.
The Chiefs, they're hurting me.
That's what a lot of you sound like.
And then you sound like this.
Like I want to kill myself, jump in the cold and die of frostbite.
Get over it. Get over it. It's the Super Bowl. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, and I don't want the Eagles. That's somebody. There's a person out there who fits that category.
He'll give you half off jewelry right now, too.
And you know what? I say to those people, suck it up. Suck it up. It's the Super Bowl. Those people are like, well, I love football so much, and I'm so sad that there's only one more game, and I'm just going to get every ounce out of this that I possibly can, but it's crying instead. That's all I hear. It's very odd. So, the questions going into this one. So we talked about this with Chris Franklin, our guest the other day on the Eagles, and this has been in a lot of the breakdowns that I've seen. By the way, if you're a real sick nerd like me, as we've already learned this week about me and all the analytics nerds in college basketball,
we have learned this.
If you're a real sick nerd about football, I would point you in the direction of Bill Barnwell's Super Bowl preview on ESPN.com.
Oh, yeah, he is a sicko.
It is hefty. It is extreme. And there is a lot of stuff in there, and it's covered from every angle, some of which you might hear. But like one of the things that I keep thinking about in this game is what we talked about with Chris on Wednesday, which is you start at the idea of containing Saquon Barkley if you're the Chiefs. Okay.
Right.
Some teams' answer has been, okay, what do we usually do when we're trying to stuff the run? We load up. We put everybody in there and we start throwing dudes at them. We're gonna make them really uncomfortable. And it turns out that has had a opposite effect on Saquon Barkley.
Oh no.
He handles, I think we talk about quarterbacks handling pressure really well. Like I think Saquon Barkley is a running back that handles pressure really well. You start throwing things at him from different angles, and he's just so shifty and he's just so elusive. And that's when the 60-yard runs happen. That's when the 80-yard runs happen. Those are backbreakers. And then you pair that along with the Chiefs defense and Steve Spags, who has been Mr. Blitz. He likes throwing different stuff at people. Mm-hmm. And so I think one of the central questions of this game is, how do the Chiefs approach that? My guess is that they do the smart thing, and they basically do the equivalent of I mean, really, I guess what it is keeping things in front of you, right? And then hoping that your defense can bow up in the red zone, allow field goals, but what you're really, really trying to avoid, you're not going to keep Saquon Barkley from getting his rushing yards, but you're hoping, if you're the Chiefs, that you can get him to have 20 whatever carries for 86 yards. Or even 106 yards or something like that.
Just 3 games under 85 yards this year for Saquon.
And not having, 5 of those carries go for a combined 80 or something like that. You're trying to basically just bottle him up and keep him in front of you. Sure, take your 4, fine. You're not going to run 60-yard touchdowns on us. It's not happening. And I don't think the Chiefs would feel good in that situation either. Because that's quick change, quick score situation. Not that the Chiefs are incapable of these things, but as we've talked about throughout this entire season, they are a little less explosive. And they lack some of the things that they've had. Well, I mean, definitely when they had Tyreek Hill and they were really explosive and high flying, and it was, Mahomes just rolling out and then throwing it deep down the field to whoever. Like, Mahomes is still obviously liable to make huge plays, but I don't think they like themselves quite as much in a situation, especially against that defense where they are down by 14 points. I
would recommend not getting in that hole.
They're the team I feel like that has to, like, it's so funny because I think with both of these teams really, and like I said, almost more so the Chiefs, but both of these teams really prefer to, and it feels like almost need to be on their script. And their scripts are similar. Long, extended drives, good running games, making plays on 3rd down. If you're the Eagles, making plays on 4th down with the tush push and whatever it might be. So I just think we're probably going to end up with a game that is close throughout. I just think we're going to end up with a game that's close throughout. There's a prop out there, I believe, and I didn't write this on my list. Biggest lead in the game. Maybe we talked about this with Alan on Tuesday.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know if we talked about the prop specifically, but we talked about neither team really feels like a blowout team.
I believe that number is 14.5. Biggest lead in the game. I'd have to check that again today because it's not on my list.
Under.
I think so too. I think we're going to be within a touchdown or 10 points basically this entire game. Now, once again, if you're betting the over there's certainly a path to it, and his name is Saquon Barkley. It's him, it's the big horse getting loose a little bit, which can happen as we've seen. But I think if I'm playing this out, thinking about how the Chiefs are going to approach it and knowing how the Eagles are going to approach it, I just think we're close the entire way. Josh, there's so many props. Good luck finding it. I don't know if you're looking.
No, I'm looking at Jalen Hurts game log because you're going to try and make Jalen Hurts be the one that beats you.
I think so, but so Jeff said the same thing on the text line. He said easier said than done, but make Hurts beat you. Don't think he can do it. So that's kind of the idea, but I don't know if you can really approach it that way. Because what you're doing is if you approach it that way, is you're saying, okay, we have to shut down Saquon Barkley. If you have the expectation of shutting down Saquon Barkley, you will leave disappointed. Won't work, right?
Right.
So then you're leaving A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and whatever. I just don't I think you just kind of have to trust the idea that you can hold up against them, Kansas City's defense against Philly's offense. I think you just have to trust the idea that you could hold up against them straight up.
Can you
just play them, right? And they're going to have some wrinkles and some stuff that they throw at them situationally, but I just think you have to trust the idea of let's play them, let's stick to it. And we know that Kansas City has a lot of competitive stamina, right? They're gonna stay in it and they're gonna keep doing their plan, right? So I just think you kind of play them straight up. I don't think you say out loud make Hurts beat us. Don't let Saquon beat us.
No big plays. If it takes
you can't focus on one guy or the other because they have so many options.
If it takes them 14 plays and 7.5 minutes to drive down the field and they score a touchdown, we can live with that. We're happy there.
Yes. But obviously, preferably, you
hold them to a field goal.
Hold them to a field goal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jalen Hurts just won 300-yard passing game this year, and that was all the way back in September.
So with that being said, I have some
It was
props.
in New Orleans, though. So,
oh, well, they're not playing the Saints, are they?
No, they're not.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. By the way, Theo writes in.
Hi, Theo.
Proud of the show for not slurping the Chiefs like the rest of the station.
We would never disrespect the Chiefs.
Are we? Well, I mean, we know Gary's a Chiefs honk.
Yeah.
Nobody else is a Chiefs honk.
No other honks.
I'm kind of like, I really like I mean, not like the Chiefs, but I respect what they're doing and how they're winning games. I feel like I respect how they're winning games more than others. You know, I think some people look at them and they look at the numbers and they're like, this is just a world-class run of luck that they've had.
But not luck in the sense of they're getting lucky to win.
Oh, the refs.
They are mentally very good.
Yeah, they're in they win in the margins. So no, I mean, like, I have a ton of respect for those type of teams. Those are the type of teams that are like almost inevitable. Once again, I made the comparison yesterday to Iowa with Patrick Mahomes. Could you imagine Iowa with Patrick Mahomes?
Gross.
They would never lose.
Dirty.
They would never, ever, ever lose. So here's some props for you, Josh. These will all follow the line of, I think, what I just laid out to you. That it's going to be close throughout. That the Chiefs are going to not shut down, but bottle up Saquon Barkley. There's a difference, right? He's not going to have 20 rushing yards. He's going to have probably close to 100, but they want him to work hard to get there. And these will sort of follow this. Saquon Barkley, longest rush. The number is, some might say, very low. 23.5. When you see that number, Josh, you say
23 and a half.
23 and a half. He's going to rip off a 50-yarder in this game. Come on. Well, I am saying under.
I'm going to go under, too. That sounds like a big, I mean, that's almost a quarter of the football field. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I mean, 24 yards won't seem like much when it's actually happening.
Yeah.
So under 23 and a half as of last night was minus 114 on the FanDuel Sportsbook. So I have that. Jalen Hurts over 8.5 carries. 8.5 rushing carries in the game. I think he will be. I think they'll have to deploy him. There will be
couple tush pushes,
several tush pushes,
couple goal lines,
a lot of goal line stuff.
Kneel downs count as a rush.
Yep.
So like end of the first half,
some scrambies. I think 8.5. It's minus 138, so there's a little juice there, but I like the over. Patrick Mahomes to throw an interception. Plus 110. I feel better about that one than this one. Jalen Hurts to throw an interception. Plus 116. I think that's been tried and true pretty much this year. Quarterbacks
he gonna do one?
Well, not him specifically, but quarterbacks generally throwing interceptions.
He has not thrown a pick in the playoffs.
Yeah, right. So I'm taking one plus 116.
Okay.
Harrison Butker.
Careful.
Over 7.5 kicking points.
Ooh.
Harrison Butker over 7.5 kicking points is minus 130. Couple extra points, couple field goals gets you home.
Yeah,
that's all I'm looking for. 2 field goals and 2 extra points.
Yeah,
that gets you home, right? Team to record. This is the following ones. Well, okay, let's do this one first. Total punts. Our classic every year, 6.5 plus 102. Give me the over.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it.
I
love doing this every year and rooting for punts.
Pretty decent defenses.
Being the only person at the Super Bowl party who's rooting for punts. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. And then we'll go a little further off the board here. Team to record the first sack of the game.
Oh, okay.
Which team will have a sack first? I'm saying the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's where I would go too.
Plus 106.
With that good O line, the good D line. Chiefs. Their O line is.
I just think Philly will be running a little bit early in the game, especially to kind of feel things out a little bit. And so I'm gonna, I think Philly's gonna have an opportunity to get a sack early. Plus 106. Some touchdown score flyers. I'm not saying all these guys are going to score a touchdown, but here's some things that I am interested in.
Okay, I've got an idea on this as well.
Saquon Barkley minus 190 to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl. I mean, it's a lot of juice, but I like it.
You're gonna win.
Jalen Hurts minus 115. That has to be a rushing touchdown. Patrick Mahomes plus 400. That has to be a rushing touchdown, Josh.
He's only, I guess now it's 3 times. He had only done it twice until the AFC Championship game where he ran one.
In the playoffs, all the stops are out. It's that story.
Yeah.
Basically. All bets are off, maybe. What might say, Josh? Here's a flyer for you. A touchdown by the Philadelphia defense.
Oh.
Plus 650. I think it's worth the flyer.
Okay. Little pick six action, little scoop and score.
Something.
Okay.
And Samaje Perine plus 950. As Mitch Holtis would say, I love you, Samaje Perine.
That's right. He did say that.
I love you, Samaje Perine.
Why are there so many people in the booth?
A lot of things to do, Josh.
I guess.
I love you, Samaje Perine.
I guess people say that when the Reavers show up somewhere. Why do you have so many people in your booth?
Well,
Steven Ashwood.
That's me. If Samaje Perine. All right, exact score, Josh. We have some history here.
We do. We floated one.
The funny version is the one that we floated on. I believe it was December 3rd.
Yeah, first week of December
on this show during NFL Reaction Overreaction. We are destined to get a Chiefs-Eagles 17-13 game. And so that's what I have lined up as a funny version, plus 26,000. I love sprinkling like a dollar or two on the exact scores every year.
Because it's such long odds that you don't want to put a lot of money on it. But if you do actually hit,
you do not.
Then you get to screenshot it and send it out to everybody. I told you so.
My real version, my real score that I am picking.
Are we doing this?
For this game?
Okay.
Is Chiefs 26, Eagles 21. That exact score on the FanDuel Sportsbook last night was plus 39,000, which is significantly longer odds than the funny version, which I think is funny in and of itself. 26-21, which means I have the Chiefs to cover the 1.5 and the under for the Super Bowl.
Gosh, 17-13, it'd be a very good game, but I think that would frustrate me with how low scoring that is. Like it'd be a long stretches of nothing, right? Which would not be fun to watch. Connor.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley's birthday is Sunday.
Oh, Josh.
I don't know if we've talked about this.
Now you love doing this.
I love doing what?
You love just taking this little tidbit of information and saying it's his birthday.
Well, everything is a story. Everything is a narrative. Like nothing just happens.
You love narratives.
I do love narratives. God, they're so good. But why would you ever pick against the Chiefs? Until someone beats them, they are unbeatable. They are Thanos with the glove, all the Infinity Stones, and they will snap the Eagles away 30-24 on Super Bowl Sunday.
24. What's that exact score right now?
I don't know. It will be Travis Kelce's last football game.
Oh, there's a prediction.
Mhm.
Can you bet on that somewhere?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'd really like to.
Let me see if I can find that correct score for you, Josh. There are just so many options. There's so many. What did you say? 30-24?
That's right. In favor of the Kansas
City
Chiefs.
30-24 is one of the more popular scores, plus 12,000. By the way, if you wanted to flip that 17-13 thing, because we're going to take credit for it if the Eagles win 17-13 too, because I didn't specify who was going to win at the time. The Eagles winning 17-13 can get you plus 25,000. So just a little shorter odds than the reverse score. Platcat tweets into the show.
Hi, Platcat. Yeah, if Platcat's got something, I want to know about it. That guy is
Platcat's got a lot
dialed in.
He's got a lot.
Platcat, have you met Mike?
He says the correct long shot touchdown scorer will be Noah Gray. Anytime touchdown score plus 650, and to score two or more touchdowns, Noah Gray plus 10,000.
I like that he also has he has there's an option on the FanDuel Sportsbook. Follow bet on lock screen. He has that turned off, for the record. I would recommend not putting yourself through the hell of having that on every time you check the time on your phone.
No. Set it and forget it. Let's see. Mike writes in.
Hi, Mike.
Bet-free Mike.
We're sorry.
Drunk Connor in Vegas. Connor talking about the Chiefs. I respect that. Handshake me. I do.
You're very respectful.
I have grown so much respect for the Chiefs. I love how they win football games now. I really do. I respect that, how they do it with the weapons that they have. Now, like, people always come back and they're like, Connor, they have Patrick Mahomes. And I'm like, I get it. I know what you're saying, but watch them. Like, watch the way they play. They are purposefully getting into these close games and then finding ways to win at the end of them. Like, I mean, I'm sure they'd prefer to win by 3 touchdowns, but I don't think they're capable, So they're getting into these close games and they have cracked the code. They found the formula. They have the intestinal fortitude, the testicular fortitude to be able to win these football games close. They don't care.
Terribly inarticulate.
They're the opposite Nebraska. They're reverse. They're bizarro world Nebraska.
That's actually a great.
It's like, hey, we're going to get these close games and we're going to lose them every time. That's Nebraska.
We just don't know how to do it.
How do we do it?
Meanwhile, I mean, we've all done this over the last 3 seasons where you're just like cackling at the screen, like, oh my gosh, how have they pulled this off? They were dead in the water, or boy, sure didn't think they would do it, and just, oh my gosh, these guys did it again. Just, I can't believe it when I watch them. Like, I'm not going to pick against them. Do I think they're the better football team? I don't necessarily think they are, but
can't pick against them.
Yeah,
couldn't do it. Wouldn't be prudent, Josh.
It would not be prudent.
Sith Destroyer 1 writes in.
Hi, Sith Destroyer 1.
You love how they win football games the same way Nebraska loses football games.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I didn't even see that comment before I said that, but you're completely right. That's exactly correct. That's why I've grown this respect for Iowa over the last several years. I'm like, damn, I'm jealous of that. I love that.
Just emotionless football robots designed to do one thing, march down the field.
Oh, what's that? What's the score at the end of the game? Chiefs more than other team? Yeah. Great. Don't ask me about anything else. I do not care. We do not care, as Mike Tomlin would say. Black Cat writes in.
Hi, Black Cat.
If you get bored, Ohio State football Twitter is doing a bracket of plays of the year. It's basically just a best of Gus Johnson calls. Hello. Sounds like there's might be some drops in there. I have an idea of what the one seed in the East region would be, and that is Mr. Captain Jack. Is he still on here, Josh?
I actually took him off for today, for today's, because I said, why would I need the Captain Jack drop today? We need these local drops today.
Yeah, we do have this.
JJ lost the ball. 3 on the way. Good! JJ White!
JJ White greater than JJ Watt.
Important note.
JJ White has won something.
Important note. Venmo Chris writes in.
Hi, Venmo Chris.
Eagles 31, Chiefs 20. Kansas City lack of run game will be their downfall. Eagles are more talented, and they have Cooper DeJean. I'll censor that. Cooper DeJean will have a pick 6 in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Cooper DeJean will have a pick 6. That's Venmo Chris's prediction. All right. I look forward to Josh's graphic that he releases this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Got everybody's pick.
I wonder who everybody's picking.
The answer might surprise you.
How much is Vegas going to take a bath if the Chiefs win? Again, this has been the year of Vegas taking baths. Vegas loves baths this year.
Put a pin in that and let's ask Alan on Tuesday.
Yeah. I don't know. I assume the popular Action Network usually has these things, but I assume that the public pick is most certainly Kansas City at this point, right?
Yeah.
Public betting. Wow. According to the Action Network, 66% of bets have Eagles, which is
really,
so that theory was completely wrong to me. All right. Maybe Vegas will not be taking a bath.
All right.
All right, we are back with Steve Sipple if he picks up the phone.
He will.
Yeah, I believe in him. On 1620. Also, we have to go get pizza. I've been told the pizza is running out, and it's
running out
literally 6 steps away from where we are right now, and they're just flying off the shelves. Back after this on 1620 The Zone.